Good evening, and welcome to Euchre. Today, I'm going to kind of go over the rules of the game, and then we'll play some games with some computer opponents so you can kind of see it in action. Euchre is a trick-taking game, but unlike other games like Bridge or Spades, there are only 5 hands per game. And what you're trying to do, if you do declare trump, is to get at least 3 out of the 5 tricks to get points. On the upper left hand side of the screen, you'll see the scoring system. Basically, if you do not make the 3 tricks that you declare, the opposing team gets 2 points. But if you get 3 or 4 out of the 5, you only score 1 point, but if you get all 5, you earn 2 points. One thing you can do, if you're really confident with your hand, is you can make your partner sit out. If you do that, and you only make 1 or 2 tricks, you still euchred, the opposing team gets 2 points. If you make contract, but not get all 5, you still get the 1 point you would if your partner was playing. But if you get all 5 tricks when you're playing alone, you score 4 points instead of 2. The game goes to 10 points. So basically how the game works is the dealer will go around the table from player to player. All 5 cards will be handed out to each player. And one thing you're going to notice is a full deck is not used. You only use the cards 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, and Ace of each of the 4 suits. You might be thinking to yourself, that's 24 cards, but only 20 are handed out. Exactly. So one of the interesting things about the game is incomplete information. Not every card is used. Another thing that's pretty unusual about this game is, unlike standard, I guess you could call it poker, but really hard spades, bridge, rules, it does not go 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, ascending. It does for every suit except 2. The suit that is trump, and the suit that matches the color of trump. In those cases, the Jack of trumps is actually the highest card, and the second highest is a Jack of the same colored suit. So if the Jack of hearts is the highest, then the Jack of diamonds is second highest. Then it would go Ace, King, Queen, 10, 9. It's kind of confusing. And for the opposite color, it's still 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. So you kind of have to unlearn a little bit of how you've played it in the past. One more thing before we start to play is how trump is declared. So there is a dealer, but the dealer is the last person to declare if they're going to pass or play. A card is flipped over that is not one of the cards, the 20 cards handed out to the other players. Then it starts, I believe, with the player on the left of the dealer. They can either accept the contract, saying that they're going to take at least 3 tricks, or they can pass to the next player. And then that next player could either play or pass, and then the next player. If all 4 players pass, then you get to decide what suit is trump. The interesting thing, though, is if you are the dealer, if the contract is accepted by any player, the dealer gets the card that's flipped over, and they have to play with it. and discard one of the other cards that was dealt to them before. And then they have to either make the contract or defend, trying to prevent the other team from making the 3, 4, or 5. So we're going to play some games with bots so you can kind of see the game in process. It'll make a lot more sense when you start seeing some example games. Let's begin. So I'm the dealer, so Megatron passes, Adam and Ada all pass. I do have the Jack of Clubs, so that would make this the second highest card, but since I don't really have any spades, even if I accepted that and I got the King of Spades, that would not be a very good hand for me, so I'm going to go ahead and pass as well. So now, the computers declare diamonds. Since I do not have any diamonds and I do not have the Jack of Hearts, I have a really weak hand. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a card out here because I don't have the card at the suit that was led. This time I do. So I can win? Yes. So if we can win 2 more hands, we will prevent the other team from scoring. One thing to keep in mind, though, is even though the Jack of Hearts is a heart, because diamonds are the trump, the Jack of Hearts is actually considered a diamond. And since the Adam had the ace of diamonds, we got that trick. I can't really do anything to compete against this. So they trumped with diamonds. And we're still going to lose this one because the Jack of Diamonds, which is the trump, is the strongest card. Jack of Hearts is second strongest. So they made contract and they've scored 1 point. This is interesting. We have the Ace and King of Spades, but we do not have the Ace and Queen of Spades. We don't have the Jack of either spades or clubs. I might take this anyway, though, because we can possibly sneak some trumps in here. And since I'm going to accept this, I can throw away one of my non-trumped cards, which I'm thinking is going to be the 10 of diamonds. So we'll go ahead and accept. Oh, my mistake. See, that's the thing that's tricky. I actually wasn't dealer this time, so this is going to be bad for us. Because that's the thing, you have to watch out where the dealer is at all times. So this may be accidentally the perfect example of what happens when you get euchred. Because I don't see ourselves winning 3 tricks. Nope. So you have to watch that little D. It's very important. Yep. We got burned. That would have been perfect, but I wasn't the dealer. I don't really like this because our hearts are kind of weak, even though it would go to our partner. So I wouldn't have much to do to support them, so I'm just going to pass. Interesting. Okay. So, cool. I don't have any spades, but I'm thinking this is looking good, so I don't think so. Now we're probably not going to win these unless we have the Jack of Diamonds. We don't. But that is an example where not every card is in play. So you have to keep that in mind while you're playing the game. Now the red player, Ada, is a dealer. So even though we have a really strong club hand, if I accept it, it's going to go to them. So instead, I'm going to pass, even though I really want it. Once all 4 players pass, you cannot claim that suit as trump. But since the card that was face up is no longer in play, whatever I pick becomes trump, but Ada does not get that card, and he or she does not get to swap out. So since we have the Jack of Clubs, let's go ahead and make it spades. I'm not going it alone because I'm not confident with this hand. Let's see if we can steal a couple of points first. And we can't. Lovely. Let's try to steal this one. That was a mistake. I didn't know partner had the ace of diamonds. Okay, so one thing to keep in mind is considering the Jack of Clubs is considered a spade, I have to play it because it is the card I have in that particular trump. So now we're down 2-5. I'm dealer again, so I get this 10 of hearts if anybody wants it, but with this hand I don't feel comfortable playing for contract. So clubs is the suit that's led. A lot of times this happens. You take a quick look here and you realize you don't have a strong enough hand to actually compete with. So defense is a way to go. Yeah, they have clubs. Don't really have anything to work with, so congratulations. But at least you get 1 point, not 2. Because you didn't get all 5. Okay, so Megatron is now the dealer. I think I'm going to pass on this one too. So partner said diamonds are the way to go. I don't have the Jack of Hearts, so I don't have much that's helpful. So I'm going to throw it to my partner and see what they've got. Nothing. Okay. So that's the thing. Really, the only jacks that you're looking for are the ones that is of trump and the one of the matching color. Every other, the jacks of the opposite color, are basically what you would look for in a standard poker, a poker strength, I guess you could call it. So since I have the king, queen, and 10 of spades, I'm saying we accept this, give it to my partner, and see what they can do with spades. I'm going to sit this one out and see what partner does. Cool. Okay. Jack 10. Ooh, Jack of Clubs has been played. We might get all 5. Considering we're down 3 points, that would be really nice. Alright, 5-6. And again, we are playing to 10 points. As much as I really want to do that, because I have the queen of spades and the Jack of Clubs, the problem is I'm giving them the strongest spade available. So I'm going to pass. You know what? Let's make clubs trump. Let's do that. And since I'm left of dealer, I'm actually starting. So let's see if we can ferret out some of the higher clubs. Oh, perfect. We have a spade, so we have to play it. Cool. Well, we're not getting 2 points, but we can tie the game here if we play it right. And we played it right. Alright, so we had 4, not 5, so we scored 1 point. It's now 6-6. Our diamonds are a little weak, so I think we're going to pass. Oh, they're playing hearts. Okay. So even though trump has been played, since we have a club, we have to play one. And since we don't have a jack of either of the red suits, cool. We're not going to be much help for our partner, unfortunately. Let's try to... Oh. Okay, so the jack of hearts beats the jack of diamonds, which is the second highest scoring a card. But they've both been played, so... It's now 7-6, red to blue. So Megatron is dealer. I don't really like this. Our strongest cards are clubs and spades. Hearts? Really? Okay. Now the black suits aren't the ones that you're mostly concerned with. It's the red ones that you need to watch out for. And jack of diamonds is the second highest. Jack of hearts is the highest because hearts are what's trump. So 2-1. The score is now 7-7. Our partner is now dealer. My hearts are a little weak, but that is the strongest card available for hearts, so let's go for it. The thing that's interesting is you don't see what your partner passes up. None of the players do, which I think is rather fascinating. But you could also kind of jam up your partner's plans if they don't have anything else that's helpful. So there was a jack of diamonds, that's the second highest. We got Euchre again. So it's now 7-9. We have the ace, but that's not much to go for. I'm thinking hearts would be pretty good for us, possibly. I'm starting off. So let's see if we can snag 2 quick points. Unless the jack of diamonds is played. Cool. Let's see if the ace gets us anywhere. It does. Excellent. Maybe the jack of diamonds is not in play. Alright. So since we got all 5, we just tied the game 9-9. So last point wins. I'm dealer. Clubs are trump. Which is kind of bad for me. I hope you know what you're doing. Okay, so red actually declared the contract. They're playing their highest card. Oh, okay. So I just realized Ada is not in this game. Megatron asked them to sit this one out. So Megatron is facing Adam and myself 2 versus 1. So Megatron needs 1 more point to win the game. And it looks like you got it. Congratulations. And although we did not win, that's how the game works. So let's play a live game here. Let's join this one. Okay, so right now the score is 0-4, 0-6. Blue's not doing very well, but that's quite alright. We're just playing this for fun anyway. Don't have much in the way of clubs or spades, so we're going to pass as well. Not to mention guessed 14,989 is dealer anyway. So although all 4 players passed, that now means that they do not get to swap out a bad card for a good one. So partner played the Ace of Hearts. So they stole it with the Queen of Spades there. Diamonds, okay. Oh, nice. So you have the King of Spades. And a Jack. Excellent, that wins. So we're getting 1 point for this hand because we didn't quite get all 5. But that's alright, we can come back possibly. So it's 1-6. Partner is the dealer. Man, I really want that to be... Okay, I'll give it to partner. Because I have the Jack, Queen, and King. That's pretty powerful. I think we can do this. Possibly. King of Diamonds. We don't have that. So we'll start with the weakest club. Okay, let's try to ferret out the Jack of Spades if it's... Alright. Go team. A king will be a winner because clubs are trump. And now let's try the King of Spades. Oh. Go partner. Okay, so our opponent is dealer. I don't really have much to go with on clubs, so we're going to pass and kind of hope that we can make diamonds trump. Okay, so it's clubs, and they're playing it. A dealer does have a pretty decent advantage in that they, if they're the ones that are declaring if they want to make contract, they know what they have. So they can try to swap out a junk card with a good one. The thing that's tricky though is if you do declare a contract and your opponent is dealer, you're giving them possibly a decent card. So clubs are what's trump, so you've won this no matter what. So they've already made their contract. So they're getting at least 1 point. Maybe we can steal 1 from them. If so, they only get 1 point versus 2. No. It's 2-8 now. I'm dealer. I'd really like it to be hearts. Oh, fantastic. I'll buy that for $1. Let's go. Maybe we can get all 5. That would really be nice. There it is. We got all 5. because we really needed some points. Since both jacks have been played, it then goes ace, king, queen, 10, 9. In descending order, of course. So since the blue team scored all 5 points, we get 2 versus a 1, so it's now 4-8. Our diamonds are looking pretty weak, so I'm going to pass here unless they take it. If they declare contract, of course they have to score at least 3. They are. Okay. So the Jack of Diamonds is the highest card. Jack of Hearts is second highest. But they cannot play the Jack of Hearts here because even though it's a heart, it's technically considered a diamond because diamonds are trump. But they can play any other diamond. And since the Jack of Hearts was led, even though the Queen of Diamonds is not a heart, I have to play it anyway because it pretends to be one, because it matches the same color. So it's looking like this is probably the game. Oh, just kidding. We may get one more hand yet. Oh wait, no. That's right, diamonds. Diamonds are trump. Cool. So it's 4-9. One more. Potentially. I don't have anything to do with the spades on this one. All of my cards are red. So unless they take it, I'm passing. Nope. Okay. You're practically on your own on this one, buddy. Best of luck. Okay, so since I have literally nothing, let's just throw a card away. And see what we can steal later. This is looking bad. Oh, that's right, they declared it. I was getting worried for a second. That's right, since partner is dealer, but guess 14,989 was the one that declared. They're the ones that have to make the 3 tricks, and they did. So they won 10-4. Let's see if we can find a game that's not that in deep. I can't really see scores yet. 3-1. Okay, much better. So diamonds are trump. This is pretty fantastic hand. I have 3 diamonds. No jacks, but let's steal one. Stealing is fun. Okay. The diamonds are trump, but your ace was highest, so you won that hand. Queen of Diamonds won trump. Jack, fantastic. Jack of Hearts, you had the second strongest too. Great job. Okay, 4-1. Much better. Hearts, I don't have any hearts. I don't have the Jack of Diamonds either. So, I'm passing. So, spades. Okay. Left of dealer goes first. So we're starting with diamonds. I'll throw down my 10 and hope that does it. That does it. Fantastic. You throw another? Okay, you're not. I'm going to save my 9 if I can, just in case. Oh, just kidding. I was going to say just in case I could try to rough that and steal a point, but I wasn't able to. That's quite fine. They had a much better hand than we did. So it goes in card games sometimes. But since we stole at least 1 point, they only get 1. Since we stole 1 trick, they only get 1 point versus 2. My clubs are not very good, so I'll pass. That was a fast set of passes. Hearts. Okay. I have to play it. Don't have the Jack of Diamonds, so don't have much in the way of power. My partner does. Don't have any clubs, unfortunately. I do have one of those. Oh wait, that was dumb. That's right, that's the second strongest. Hearts were led. They had it either way. Although it's not that big of a loss because I couldn't do much to contest that either way. Alright. So 4-3. Don't have anything in the way of clubs, so I'm passing that one. I'm taking diamonds on this one. But let's not play it yet. Let's see if we can do anything cute with them later. Alright, I'm 4th to play. That's a pretty big advantage. Stealing that one. I'm going to set this one out. Nice, nice. Let's try it. Nice. Even though a diamond was led, the Jack of the same colored suit, that isn't diamond, is still the second strongest. So I got to steal that one. But she had the Jack of Diamonds all along. So we were able to finesse and win with the second strongest card, even though the player who played before me had the strongest. So it's now 5-3. So that's a pass. No, I kind of want it to be spades if at all possible. But I won't be able to pay. Oh! Well then. Well, the thing is, since Panda was the one that declared, if we can take 3 tricks from them, so we have to win these last 3 in order to snooker them. Well, euchre them. It's essentially the same thing, really. They might get it. We'll see what they have. Can you beat it? No, they made contract. Oh well. Great job. Let's steal this one. And this one. Because a Jack of Clubs was played as well as a Jack of Spades. Since spades were trump, the Jack of Spades is strongest. Jack of Clubs was second strongest. So dealer is Panda. I don't really like diamonds all that much. So I think we're going to pass this one. They won't. Okay. Since I don't have the Jack of Hearts, I have a pretty weak hand here. We're starting with spades. Let's see if maybe we can steal 1 or 2. Sure can't. So Panda does not have diamonds. Does not have spades. And unfortunately, I don't have diamonds. So this may be an easy contract for them to make. Yeah. It's starting to look like they got all 5. Congratulations. Well done. So that gives you a tie. I'm kind of surprised we won that one, but go us. Okay. I really want hearts to be trump. Because we have a fantastic hand for that. Do I fish out the ace of hearts? Let's get the sure thing out of the way. Let's keep playing them. I bet you have the jack of... Oh, interesting. Okay, if we can steal one more point, they'll be euchred. But I don't have anything to force their hand here, so maybe not. Oh well. Well done. We tried. So 5-6, red took the lead. We have a pretty decent diamond hand, so we're going to pass. I don't like hearts. Does anybody else? Okay. So the player to the right really likes hearts. Let's see what this does. They really like hearts. Okay. Even though this is a diamond, I don't have any other hearts. And since a heart was led, a pretend heart has to be it. So congratulations. I have nothing to trump them with, so let's see how this goes. Very well done. It's now 5-8. I'm dealer. We have some pretty decent clubs. But nothing too terribly powerful. We don't have the jack of spades. But, you know, just for the fun of it, let's go crazy. Fantastic. So we have two winners. The ace of spades and the jack of clubs. Here's one. Here's another. Ooh, the 10 of spades. We don't have any more, so let's see if our partner can steal one. Nope. Well, it was worth a try. So we're 0-2 right now. Let's try one more and then we'll call it a video. Alright. So 1-4. We're 4. We have the jack of diamonds, but mouse is the dealer. So we're going to pass on that. So mouse gets to determine what suit they want to have as trump. Oh, no, actually, woman does. No, actually, I do. Since we have an amazing set of clubs, I think maybe we can make this work. So my partner is left of the dealer, left of mouse, so they get to go first. Clubs are trump. So the jack of spades is the second highest. Excellent. That's all right. At least one, hopefully two of these will be winners. At least I'm hoping that's the case. Okay, so let's see if we can force the issue here. There's a jack of clubs. Do you have the jack of spades? Rats, it was worth a try. They did have the jack of spades after all. Very well done. Diamonds. Do you like diamonds? I don't particularly, so we're going to sit this one out. Nope, nobody likes diamonds. Okay. I really like clubs again. Let's be stubborn and try this one more time. So the girl gets to go first. This time I actually do have the jack. Let's try to steal. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Ferret out the jack of spades. Yes! We got all 5. 2 points for the red team. Let's go. Since we won all 5 tricks, we get 2 points. Pretty decent hand of spades. Don't have anything in the way of red, so we are so passing. Do you like diamonds? Nope, everyone passed. I kind of like spades again. But I don't have the jack of either, so I'm still going to sit this one out. You can only be lucky so many times, right? Clubs. Okay. Still don't have the jack of spades. So let's see what this does. You can't play the jack of spades if you have any other spades, because it's considered a club. But you do have a club, so you don't have spades. Okay. No spades for Mousy. I'm forced to play a club because even though that's a spade, it's the opposite. Well, it's not the opposite. It's the same color as trump. So it's pretending to be a club all the same. So are they turning around and they're getting all 5? Congratulations. 5-6. I'm dealer now. We have a lot of spades. Well, a decent amount of power, I should say. But not really enough for me to be confident about it. Let's throw this away. Maybe we can do absolutely nothing with it. Okay. That's how it goes sometimes, you know. So I don't really have anything I could out-trump them with. But just maybe we can steal one. That's right, Mouse doesn't have any spades, so it doesn't matter what I play. Alright, at least they don't get 2 points. Not bad. 6-6. Mouse is dealer. I kind of wouldn't mind spades, but I don't really have enough to force the issue. A king and ace is nice, but Mouse would get the 10, and who knows what else they have. Oh! Okay. Zebra starts us off. Alright, if we get it, we get it. Cool. So their contract is 3. A woman does not have any clubs. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm forced to play my ace because the Jack of Clubs is pretending to be the spades, because it's the Jack of Spades second in command. Because they're the same color, even though they're not the same suit. Still a pretty weak hand. I'm going to pass on this one. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you're having me sit this one out, because I've got nothing. Best of luck, partner. So it's now 1v2. Zebra versus mouse and girl. So you must have a pretty tremendous hand. Let's see what you got. Good, good. In any other game, the jack would lose to the queen, but in this game, jacks are the highest ranked cards in the game. Oh, this could be game. All right. So we got 4 points because Zebra went alone and scored all 5. And that's how Euchre is played, and how you can win games without doing much of anything to help your partner. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.